Alright, boys. So the last video threw me off a little bit, just because of the fact that I didn't get these standing polls. So I apologize, I didn't get to really review or compare. So I'm going to do a part 2 on this. I'm going to do some comparison stuff, and then we'll go. I got my desk buddy, Future Getter Black. Yeah, but I will get out Date and Takeda. They are the other first two Moshows that came out. Again, I didn't get the third one, which is the Marquis, the blue one with the big shoulder kind of cannons. Little too Gundam for me, little too, futuristic guns type of stuff. I was never really into like the laser type of guns or anything like that. And here we go. Finally, the comparison. I just put them out. I couldn't wait to show you. I just put them out. I also wanted to show the Grendizer Alpha Max as a little bit of a comparison. I think a lot of people don't like this one just because the design is kind of far out there. But guess what? At least you got Grendizer U now. Yeah, I don't hear anyone laughing either. So, I will take this over Grendizer U any day. This is not a bad design. I don't know. I'm not huge into anime, but Fist of the North Star is one of my all-time favorites. It's obviously a classic. But I always thought this guy's head kind of reminded me of, like, maybe Rao at the end. The Fist of the North Star. When he had that helmet. Anyway, I set up some fucking nice effects for you to check out. Because I have this guy with some other ones in the collection, and I'm switching it up. I'm just keeping it simple. I need them on a stand because I have them in a case that moves. So I definitely want stability. And this is the Alpha Max Grendizer. And I'm going to tell you right now, he can barely stand on his own. It's a good robot. You have to be careful. A lot of sharp pieces. It is USB operated. So there's going to be gears inside, things like this. What I like about it, this is a Tamashi's Nation Bandai stand. Check this out. Let me see. Alright, we're going to go here. These are on the stand, okay, to make it look like a hanger effect. What I did was I put it here. These spin in and out. I just don't want to do it, but here, I'll do it. Right? It goes like this, and it just touches it enough on both shoulders. Look, going forward, it locks them right in, and it's not even like hard. It's just so perfect to hold the weight of the robot. That's actually, when I did that, I was like, wow, that couldn't be more perfect. So he locks in the shoulders on the stand. Just get this stance. I mean, you might have to figure out the height to stand him, but it's not a lot of pressure at all. Once you get it, it's just perfect. So here we go with the lightning effect. I have the double Harken. Those just clip onto the lightning. So I have his weapon here. We're going to get back to Lancelot in a second. And I do really like his weapon setup too. How the sword goes into the shield. He also has a spear that I'm not going to worry about posing with. I'll break out the spear. I already broke out the spear. The spear's okay. I decided I'm going to go no hair on Takeda. The stands on Moshow Amazing. They give you both options. They give you the options for the magnetic base. Also the options, and it's a strong magnet, because if it wasn't, then just forget about it. It wouldn't work without a strong magnet. Also, they give you the strong base stand. The 4-point stand where you put the pole that I didn't get with my guy in. They have the connectors on the bottom. You can get them off the ground, and the stand is strong. Now, I got these early. There was big hype, Moshow toys, blah, blah, blah. So I did not get any of the special editions. And I'm thinking to myself the whole time, here, let me get a wide shot so we can see them all here. Because Lancelot, he looks taller, but it's that shoulder pad. They're all basically, believe it or not, more or less the same height. Yeah, let me see if these turn. Yeah, the forearm spin. I finally got the lion's heads to open up. You open it up from the back here, and I think kind of pull the mouth. I think I have it opened all the way. Look at this forearm swivel, guys. So, very important, I think, to bring this up. When we had Date and Takeda, no forearm swivel at all on either of them. This guy's bringing it. I mean, look at that. I've discovered some more stuff checking this guy out, which I might do a part 2 from now on. Just, I might do the unboxing just to open it up, check it out, because it takes me a while to kind of mess around with it, check things, see how they are, see how the playability is, and then I discover some stuff. So I was able to open these. The other thing I discovered was these forearm pieces. So the big piece here, if I remember, you can push down on this piece. Let me see. Push up on the tip, and then boom. Boom. Turbo mode. Or whatever they call it. Just as a side note, Moshow is becoming very popular in the robot community. They have good quality toys. I don't see why they wouldn't be. And these are all, as far as I know, non-licensed properties. They made up, I forget who, maybe Moshow, to go along with the toys to kind of promote it, like they did back in the day with like the G.I. Joe and Transformer cartoons to sell the toys. So all these have cards and stuff, as you've seen in my past reviews or whatnot. I have opened them all up. They made their own lore. So I don't think these are really licensed, but my point being is Moshow's on the rise, and they're going to be doing a Guy King. I can't even wait. I just love the Guy King design. It's one of the first super robots, besides Getter Dragon, that I've seen when I was really young. I seen the big jumbos my uncle had, and they were in the garage, and I was just amazed by, like, I've never seen something that cool in my life as a kid. We've had cartoons, we've had some stuff, but I was like, what are these, man? These are like on a whole different level. Just blew my mind. I remember seeing the wheels on the bottom, and I think at the time that I actually saw them, my uncle, and this was way back when they were brand new, pretty much. They've only probably been out a couple years. They weren't rare at all. I think my uncle was either selling them at a yard sale, maybe giving them away, something like that. And I think about it now, and I'm like, that would be actually kind of cool if, you know, you're randomly talking to someone and they actually remembered getting something from so many years ago that was probably from your grandmother's house or your uncle. You know, that would be crazy to, like, see stuff like that. Dante is probably my least favorite one. I don't know why. He's a little skinnier. These guys are a little more beefier. And I know he keeps looking bigger. Let me get Dante to the side here. So when these first came out, I did not get any of the special editions, the white. I just kind of got them as they came out. And I'll be honest with you, Lancelot is the fourth one, and I've waited a while to get him. I didn't even pre-order him. I kind of wasn't even interested. I love these magnetic bases. They're just so cool. All about the same height. Lancelot is just, in real life too, he is just beefier. So he would probably be like the guy, you know. He'd be like the tank guy on the team. I'm pretty sure Takeda is the leader. He's had the most remakes. He's had the original red, the black, and the white with the big fists. So as far as I know, the black one is just the same as the red. It's just limited black. And then we have the white one, which comes with the bigger forearms you could snap on, which I kind of do want. But I don't have the room to spare for 2 Takedas. I mean, if it was a different robot, that would be cool. I know they've redone, but it is still the same. You know, it's a repaint, more or less, with some extra stuff. They've switched up. If you see some comparisons from what I've known, they switched this foot piece. This slides right out. It's just in by a simple peg. I think they switched the front or I'm definitely sure they switched the back of the skirt. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure they switched the front as well. It's white. There's an extra shoulder piece that comes out here. And obviously the big forearms and the cool weapon. So if I didn't get this right away, I would have definitely scooped up the white version for sure. I also did the review on Asura. I have that stand here. These are 2 of the 4 stands because I still have Date and Takedas. And I'm thinking about setting up the stands, which I usually don't do. But I want some stability for that case. And this is just too cool. Alright. So we get that in here. I mean, just quality. It fits right in the hand. I tucked it in the hand. There's no peg. I mean, not that I mind the peg, but it, you know, if you see it, it breaks it up a little bit. These are just normal hands that can grip right around this sword nicely. I mean, it's really good. It's more, I think this is more of a, yeah, they all kind of have the same paint scheme. This is more of a matte type of finish. So maybe watch out. Well, it slipped a little bit. Hey, whatever. So watch out for scuffing. I haven't had any issues, but just be careful because those matte finishes. It would be nice to see someone do like a battle damage. Just get one of these guys and just cut it up a little, scuff it up. I've honestly only had the balls to do that on the TP-01 Voltron. I was just like, I was almost ready to kind of get rid of it. I wanted to sell it off. I'm like, you know, it's just, it is cool. Don't get me wrong, it's non-transforming. But then I just, you know, I just started, I have the, I lit up some razor under a lighter, heated it up, made a few cuts, some sandpaper, a little bit of paint wash. It really came out good. So, I kind of went over everything in the unboxing with this guy, but I did want to show you. I don't know if I put that on. Canister. The sword goes in, and when you close it, it locks in, so you can't pull the sword out. It's kind of cool on his back here. So, Yeah, let me get this over here. So this same peg, so he can hold it, but I wanted to tell you guys what I'm starting to do now, and this is adjustable, back, forth, swivel, which is awesome. You get all them angles, and then this would peg right into here. He is, I think, the simplest one so far. I mean, he has his typical stand and all those things, but at the same time, I mean, he has a spear, sword, and shield. I do like the fact that it's simple, but the spear really doesn't do it for me. I kind of feel ripped off, but I don't know. That's me, man. Don't even worry about it. Let me put this on here. So what you'd probably want to do is get this in the hand. And if you want to be extra careful, use a heat gun just to warm it just a little bit. Just a little bit to take some of the stress off if you want. So this is one of the poses right here. I'm just going to leave that up just for the sake of not trying to get it too close here. Alright. And get him going here. Boom. What? I'm not good at posing, so I'll just do the best I can. All right, we'll throw out some poses. See what this guy can do. Yeah, he does look cool. I would definitely get him. And also, it's just at this point, I didn't want to blend too much with the... I didn't want another white robot. It seems, for me, a trend. They have the White Getter prototype. They came out with this guy, and then the White Takeda. But just like movies and everything else, they seem to come out with like clusters or themes of stuff. Like when they released Paul Blart Mall Cop, and then they had that other one with, who was it? Seth Rogen, Observe and Report. Hollywood comes out with similar movies, like the Magic movie with Hugh Jackman, and then there was the other one with, I think it was Edward Norton. Yeah, one was The Magician, and one was called something, but The Turn. Something like that. But yeah, a little bit of trend with some stuff. I wanted to give you, I promised a comparison last time. Let me get Asura out, and I'll throw him in the mix. Listen, Lancelot is bigger and beefier. So I think they definitely, yeah, he's taller a little bit. He's the biggest one, I think, so far. I'm not including any attach. I'm talking straight out the box. The Marquis, the second one, damn, man, I'm not going to be a Moshow completist. Again, if they come out with some good stuff and I like the design, I was getting rid of, a lot of older robots. The collection's always alive. There's always things changing. There's always new stuff coming out. It is what it is. I'm not an old school 1970s or 80s head where I need to have the, the Godaiken and things like that. Those are nice. I'm more into, like, there's a couple. There's a couple. Like the Voltron and stuff I'd love to have, but it's not on my priority. I have a Voltron. I have an 81 Voltron. That thing's good enough. Shout out Heath. All right. So, yeah, you can see he's just further back, but it actually kind of looks cool how it seems like they're going up a little in height. Let me grab Date here. Yeah, I didn't want the guns. I know samurais, I guess samurais have used guns, some of them back in the day. And it's cool to have the poses with the shooting and things like that. Similar, like, I think in my head, like the Matrix flying through the air shooting. And he can do some great poses with his guns. They gave him great blast effects. They gave, I don't think they didn't do any effects for him because he didn't come with a gun, but the sniper and things. But I wanted them to be more of a team with the swords and not so much the guns. I just don't like guns with my robots. That's not me. If the forearm opens up and it turns into a Gatling gun or something like that, then I'm definitely down with it. But, like, you know, Black Getter or the Getters holding the guns, shooting, that's not, to me, super robot. I don't know where the guns come from. I haven't really watched Getter. I know, you know, he has a couple different ones, whatever. I'm more open up a shoulder or back compartment and shoot the missiles out or something to that effect. Yeah. Obviously, don't get me started with, you know, forearm blades. Love it. Blades coming out, shooting. Boomerang type weapons, swords are okay. So, chest beam, all that type of stuff. It doesn't have to be necessarily a Mazinger. It can be any type of weapon that comes from within the robot. That's the type of shit I like. Especially Pacific Rim. That's another reason. He didn't even hold his sword. It came out of the forearm, which was cool. Great, great movie. There he is. You asked for it. You got it. And Moshow, getting back to my point when I was talking about them bringing Guy King and some other ones in the shadows, they're really coming up, and they're using, I think they're using that budget to start getting into more well-known, better-known licensed properties, hence the Guy King. Yeah, this one was just so cool with this display. I have to redo it because I want it to come out, the missiles to come out a little more spread around. But yeah, I'm very pleased with this. Nice robot. This one has a nice shiny paint. So the thing with this guy is, he's red like Takeda, but he's a glossy red. So I don't know if maybe these two, I don't know. I try to pair him up. I can't really pair him with anyone right now. He's just kind of his own entity. But I think these guys together, the red, white, oh, you got the red, white, and blue theme going on. I love this green. Let me tell you something. Get it. Get this guy. Lancelot of the Lake by Moshow. He is really cool. He has that presence to him. It's enough for me where it's not Gundam. That's enough for me. These two kind of, they don't really, he screams a little more Gundam to me than anything. The Date, maybe that's why I'm not too into it as much. But you have to have these two guys. They're partners. He's blind. You know how I know? Because for my special gift, I got the eyepiece. And I only thought he came with one. But I got two. So I'm thankful for that. Anyway, seeing that I got two, I'm like, why don't I just put them both on? Make them 100% blind. Right? They gave me fucking 10 eyepieces. I might as well use them all. You know what? Maybe I'll put a couple eyepieces on these guys. Hey, Moshow, send me some more eyepieces. I want all my guys to wear them. That's how much I like them. Anyway, I hope this video was a little better. The last one was a little rugged. I know it was only the poles I was missing for the for Lancelot, but at the same time, it just kind of threw me off. Then I was starting to think, am I missing more pieces? What's going on? And I got to keep you guys fed. Stay tuned for some more awesome unboxing and reviews coming up. Going forward, again, I think I'm going to do an unboxing to give you guys a quick look. then I'm going to go do more of a review / comparison. So that way it gives me time to take the robot out. I get to show you guys a little more. I discover a little more. So that way I'll get to show you. What I did in the last video, you remember too, one thing before I let you go. Alright. This back piece kept falling off. Look at that now. See that? Good as new. I took this piece off. It was off. I took a heat gun, gently heated it up for a little bit, got it a little warm, got it nice and warm. Then I took it, put it back on, and just kind of moved it back and forth. And it is, so far, 100% mint. I can't complain on that. I'm happy. Because other than that, it wouldn't even stay on. Kicks Generation took care of me. They're going to email China about the metal stands. And he took care of me, so it worked out. I'm just glad I was doing the unboxing on video because I almost just opened the box. And I don't even know what happened. I just ended up recording it. So I'm glad I did. Again, it was only the poles. They're awesome. Moshow's awesome on the stand. And when you see him, the light glows off of it. Alright, like, share, subscribe. Get ready for some cool reviews coming up. Some more stuff coming in. And we'll talk to you soon. Peace.